Did you know that your job does not care about you? Like, at all. They will hire you today and fire you tomorrow. They will, you pass on today, they gonna pass your job description on to somebody else later on that day. But let's see what these people are talking about.
I just be wanting to tell folks at my job, sit your ass down.
Sit down.
Just sit down. You're not getting paid to work on your break. You don't get paid for that.
No.
And don't get me wrong, it's okay to be one of those employees where you just a team player. All right? And that's cool. I'm a team player. But then you got some workers who's just overboard.
Side note, I cannot stand that slow down remix if I got 5 on it. First of all, it's creepy, it's all get out. And second of all, it's just way overused. That's the crazy thing about TikTok. Like, they overuse these sounds and it drives me absolutely insane.
Overboard. You know damn well you punch out at 3:30 and you still working at 3:25. Bitch, at 3:25, I'm changing my clothes and I'm standing by that time clock.
I remember when I used to work at Walmart, I used to be standing at the time clock like 10 minutes early. Like, yes, please hurry up. I'm the first one to punch out. I'm the last one to clock in. Because I don't clock in until 8:07 because you get 7 minutes grace. Or it was either 5. Actually 7 because I started at 7 to 3. I either clocked in at 7:05 or 7:07, whichever one was the grace. That's the one I clock in at. I'm not getting there no earlier or no later.
Waiting to punch out. Then you got these workers. I gotta get this done. I gotta get that done. I don't like to work with people that give me anxiety. Stop killing yourself over these jobs that will replace you in a heartbeat.
I just said that, didn't I? In a heartbeat. As soon as your heart stops beating, they will replace you. And they don't even gotta wait for that. As soon as they get an itch or need to downsize because of, I don't know, the stock stuff. Because you know what I'm saying. They will replace you or let you go and not care about how many bills you got, how many kids you got to feed. They do not care.
Does anybody actually believe that companies care about you anymore?
I think the older generation did and does. Actually, I think there was a different time. You know, I feel like back in the day, companies did possibly care about their workers. But now, probably not so much.
I see so many company websites that say things like,
but it didn't matter either way for me because I just didn't like working at all, ever in life, no matter what the job was.
we have a great culture, we have a compassionate culture, we care about our employees, we treat them like family. Does anybody actually believe any of this stuff anymore? Do you believe that when you watch a company video and it's people who are really happy and telling you how great the place is, do you actually believe that? I mean, how can we sit here after what we've seen in 2023 with just nonstop layoff after nonstop layoff, and then what we're starting to see in 2024, which is the same thing? Like, how can we honestly trust any of these company messages anymore? I think it's safe to say that trust in corporations, trust in companies, trust in CEOs is at an all-time low. I would just love for companies to be transparent. If you're going to fire someone and lay them off so the stock price goes up, then why don't you just say that on your website? I wish companies would just tell the truth about this sort of stuff. I actually think it would do them a lot of good.
Yeah, these jobs don't fucking care about you, bro. Like,
language, my young brother.
these jobs do not, they don't care about you, bro. Like, these jobs don't care. Like, I don't understand why we put in so much work. We work so fucking hard and break our backs and stress ourselves out.
First of all, I ain't never broke my back for no company at all, ever in life. Never would at all. Nope.
For a job that literally can replace us tomorrow, for a job that can literally fire us the moment we don't do something we supposed to do. The moment we do something we ain't supposed to do, we can get fired and get replaced at a moment's notice. So that's why, bro, I don't understand why we work so hard for these jobs that literally can fucking fire us anytime they feel like. No matter how much of a good worker you are. You could be the best worker. You could be a really hard worker. All you do is you don't bother nobody. You do your job and you go home. You could literally still get fired. You could get put on administrative leave or some shit like that, bro. But we breaking our backs for these jobs that don't give two shits about us. These jobs don't appreciate us. They don't appreciate us at all, bro.
How would they show their appreciation, though? I mean, I guess you could do things, but probably not these days, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the companies after the 2020 fiasco, I'm pretty sure that a lot of companies aren't making as much money as they used to. But even back then, what they used to reward you with a pizza party. You want a pizza party? You want an ice cream party? Like we in the 6th grade and everybody getting all excited. I used to pass on that stuff all the time. Like, I am a grown up, okay? I don't want your damn pizza party. Give me a day off with pay, okay? Give me something that will make a difference in my life. Give me no damn pizza. Is you crazy?
They don't appreciate you. And then on top of that, they never tell you how much of a good worker you are. They never tell you how much of a good job you're doing.
See, I don't need that. I don't need to be a part of the award system like you in kindergarten. Good job. You did a good job. Stay inside the lines. No, I don't need that at all. Because I'm really just there to make money because I have to pay my bills. But other than that, I don't need a pat on the back. But some people do, because that's what we've been indoctrinated with since the very beginning of school, like to be told, or even your parents, which it's okay for your parents to do it, but I don't need the reward system from school. But we've been trained to need it and to, be told that we're doing great so that we continue to do a good job. I don't need that in any aspect of life. I just do things because I want to, not because someone is there to pat me on the back.
Always want to get onto you the moment you ain't doing something that they think you're supposed to be doing. You do something wrong, oh, you gonna hear about that. But if you doing a good job and you doing what you're supposed to do, you're not gonna have, your bosses and your managers are not gonna tell you, yo, you doing a good job, keep up the good work. They don't reward you. Well, I mean, that ain't every job, but at most jobs, they don't reward you for the good that you're doing, but they damn sure gonna be on your ass the moment you doing something that you want.
That is true. That is true. Let him finish his statement.
You're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? But here we are, stressing ourselves out, getting high blood pressure for all these fucking punk ass, goofy ass jobs that don't give two fucks about us. Like, I know people understand that, but I think sometimes people forget, bro. We are so dedicated to jobs that could fire us the moment that they don't want us there no more. The moment your boss or your manager decide, yo, I don't want this guy in my building no more. You know, he worked too slow, or he's just weird, or whatever reason that your boss or your manager want to fire you, they can get rid of you like that and replace you in a moment's notice. That's the fucked up part about, no matter how good you are at your job, you can get replaced. Anybody's replaceable. So
You're just a number.
that's why, bro, don't be doing nothing that's not in your job description. Don't be breaking your fucking back for these jobs. Don't be doing no extra work. Don't be trying to impress your boss. Don't be trying to impress your managers, because these people don't care about you, man. They only see you as an employee. That's it. That's all they see you as. They don't give a fuck about you. They only see you as, oh, this is my employee and they better be doing a job. And the moment you ain't doing your job, or you ain't doing something that I think you're supposed to be doing, bitch, I'm gonna write you up or I'm gonna fire you. Just think about that. Think about how easily replaceable you are at a job you so dedicated to, and a job that you work so hard at. And I know a lot of people take pride in their work. I do too. I take pride in my work. I'm not no lazy ass worker. When I work hard and I'm dedicated. But then at the same time, part of me be thinking, man, why am I working so hard? Because at a moment's notice, these people can literally just get rid of me. Mm-hmm. They can literally just fire me on the spot. Get rid of me. Get me the fuck up out of here. You know?
And that's why you have to learn to find something to work harder for yourself than you do for a company that doesn't give a damn about you. If you would like to be an entrepreneur and do something on your own.
So I just want to share something with you guys very quickly, and I want
Is this the same girl from the beginning, or is it just the same song?
you to take heed. Understand that when it comes to these jobs,
All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us.
never sacrifice your mental health and your health for these jobs. And I'm gonna tell you why. If you were to pass away, or if someone in your family was to pass away, understand that these jobs will replace you quickly. Whenever you work a 8-hour shift, a 9-hour shift, or a 10-hour shift, right? And you come home and you have kids, and the first thing you do is cook and go straight to sleep, and you don't spend time with your kids, you don't spend time with your wife or your husband, understand that your job got you. It's more to life than just working. It's so many people out here that's so devoted to their job that they have all these hours of vacation time, sick time.
I've been saying that since I was younger. I always used to say there has to be more to life than just working a freaking job. I would just feel like I was going crazy on the inside, and I would just always think there has to be more than life than just working to pay bills. There has to be more than life. And as I got older and stopped caring about things and start learning and listening and reading, there is more to life than just that. But you just have to get yourself up out of that hole and in a position to where you can have that freedom of time by making, being able to make the money without having to go to a job, and so you can free yourself up with that time. But it definitely is a scam. I'm pretty sure back in the day my mom said that they stores used to close at 6:00, and you wouldn't be able to be out all day long and just hanging out because things would close, and you can go home and spend time with your family. And it's a country, it's somewhere, I don't know, I forgot the place, but they literally they'll shut down, the place will shut down, city or whatever will shut down for lunch, so everybody goes home, spends time together with their family on lunch break, then go back to work. Then after work, everything is shut down, you're at home spending time with your family. But not here in America. You spend more time at your freaking job than you do with your family, which is why people create relationships and be creeping and all that stuff, because you spending time, you get to know these people more than you even know your family. Kids growing up, kids graduating, kids got baseball, basketball, football, ballerinas, everything, and you can't do it because you at work. Something needs to change.
Have all these hours and they won't even take time off. People out here that got 600 hours of vacation time or more, but come to work, oh, my back hurt, my feet hurt, somebody passed away. I'm telling you, y'all better stop being so devoted to y'all jobs.
Oh, I've always been that person where I'm taking my time off. I'm the person that doesn't have any time to go on a full vacation, because in between times, I'm taking times off. I'm calling off. I'm taking vacation time. I'm taking leave time, sick leave time. I'm doing all of that, because the thing is, when you retire or when you leave, they're not going to give you the full time. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to give you the full time that you at the rate that you were making. They're going to chop that in half, or they're going to chop your hours in half, or maybe both. And you're not going to get all that time anyway, so you might as well use it.
Hey, this is just a friendly reminder that your boss does not care about you. And if you ever thought they did, they don't. They don't care whether you can afford your rent or putting food on the table for you and your family, or if you can afford gas. The list goes on and on. They will cut your hourly wage. They will cut your hours, but expect you to be at work on time. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They will also make you work harder just because they are now cutting hours. Although it's not your fault, it's their fault. But they still want you to work harder because they need you to finish everything that you have to do, typically in a 40-hour work week, but now they've reduced your hours, but you still have to complete that task at hand. Yeah, quiet quitting, y'all. It's a thing.
The most depressing thing I've ever learned as a nurse is that your jobs, your employers will actually never care about you in the slightest, because one time my coworker passed away and he was an awesome nurse and he gave 20 years of his career to that one unit.
I never in a million years, the longest I've worked somewhere was 3 years, and that was Walmart. And when I was there, I felt like I was trapped. I felt like I was in prison. I felt like there was no end in sight. I felt like this was my life. I was gonna work here until time was up, and I just had to get up out of there. And I've never stayed at a job longer than that anywhere else. I just can't do it. It just doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't feel okay. It doesn't feel normal. It's like, why am I doing the same thing every single day over and over? I just could not live like that. 20 years on the same unit, I couldn't imagine.
I could not imagine working at a job for more than 1 year. That's so impressive. And I thought, yeah, the hospital like cares about us, especially for this person who spent 20 years of his career at the hospital. And nope, nothing. Not an email, not a moment of silence, nothing about him, like he never existed. And I swear, the next day, his job was posted on the website for grabs. Like he never existed.
That's absolutely insane. It's actually sad.
You know, and I just thought that was like so depressing. And as nurses, we just do like so much for the hospital and for our patients, but the second we need any help or assistance or we pass away, it's like we don't matter in the slightest. We don't exist. So just take care of yourself, man. Do your job well as a nurse, be an awesome coworker, be respectful. But if you ever need help, man, just take that day off, okay? You deserve it.
When I was working as a nurse, I couldn't. I enjoy the people. I just don't enjoy the charting and the paperwork and the mistakes you can make. And if you make a mistake, you got to go into court. And it's just like you can be called into court, I think up to like 5 or 10 years. I don't even remember what I wore yesterday. How on earth am I going to remember what I did for a patient, especially when I got freaking 10 to 20 patients at the nursing home at a time? I don't remember that stuff. So I just had to let that chill, because I just could not. But anyways, until next time, guys, toodles.